Hi guys. How is everybody doing? I see that there are a lot of you out there today. I am very happy that you're able to join me today. Um, definitely kind of a little bit out of it right now. I am uh, nervous. I don't know why I get so nervous for this. But I'll get myself together. Um, and I see a lot of you are here. Okay, let's get to some of your comments because some of them are juicy already. We're getting right into the story here. Okay, so we've got Adam, who is number one. There may have been others, and I'm not sure if there were anyone anyone before Adam or who had who left comments earlier in the week, but Adam is the first one that I see here. And so, Adam, you get number one place today. Release the Kraken. Yes, and then smash the like button. And you know, whenever someone mentions the like button, I have to do this. Yes, everybody, smash that like button. It helps me to level up on YouTube. Let's see. Okay, Lance is saying hi to Adam. Lance is here, and Lance has given me a wonderful gift of a $2 super chat. I really appreciate that so much. And whenever that happens, we know that it's time to thank the person who has given the super chat today. It's Lance, and let me find. I made a new one, guys. Let's see if you like this one, Lance. Oh my goodness, that one was really funny, right? I think it's hilarious. But thank you so much. I always appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lance. You're awesome to me, and I appreciate you so much. Um, I also wanted to do a little quick thank you to the mods in the house. You guys are fantastic. You are donating your time and energy to help keep the chat very clean. And so we'll do a tour. We'll do a keep it classy, and we'll also do a mod thank you love session here. So give me a moment to get show the mods some love. Here we go. Let me just do this. Uh, so many technological things that we've got to do to get to the things that we want. Okay, here we go. All right, and for my mods, I love you so much. Here is a little something for you guys. Oh my God, I love these little drops. I hope you don't mind me indulging in them because they're so much fun. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so we said hello to Adam, and Adam is saying hello to Lance. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, Matthew is here. Hello, Matthew. Greetings, RNG, and all in attendance. Thank you so much. And this is the only Clash of the Titans movie that exists to me. Hooray for Boobo the owl. Yes, so this is, I think I feel the same way as you do. This is definitely the better of the two movies in my eyes because I guess maybe because it was part of my childhood and it really meant a lot to me. But also, I just felt like the remake was good, but it wasn't as fantastic. It didn't break new ground for me. It didn't like wow me in the way that the original did. Now, for kids coming up during the time of the remake, I'm sure it must have been miraculous for them. And so I'd love to hear the point of view of anyone who was a child during that time to see what they think of that version of the film. versus the old one. They probably can't understand this one as much as they do the newer one. It's a generational thing probably, but I'd love to see that in action. Um, and you said, "Well, one thing I disliked about most of the remake is that Medusa moves super fast. It was impossible to defeat her because of that." And I agree. There's a lot of extra things that were, I thought, the first movie really had things a little bit more grounded, while giving us the spectacular. So, yeah, I definitely I support that statement for sure. Keith E is here and says, "Hello, Matthew. You're officially first, unless Lance was here." Yeah, so I wasn't sure who was, but for what I know, Adam is the first one according to my findings. And if that's not true, please let me know. In the early 80s, I used to watch Clash of the Titans over and over again on HBO and the movie channel so many times that I lost count. I could quote you this whole movie from start to finish. Yes, me too. I mean, this is one of the greats, one of the greats. Um, And Keith E says, "I just went and hit thumbs up and I was number 15. Incredible. Okay, what number are we on? Oh, we're on we're on 25 now. Oh my God. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are doing so great. Soon I'll be up to the threshold for an upgrade, which is 50, but I'm always looking after that 100 like. One day we'll get there. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be too greedy, but 50 would be great. We'll see to the end of the day and see what happens by the end of the stream. We usually hit it by the end. Um, and Keith is having problems with Siri. Siri is fighting me again tonight, so I don't know how long I can last here. Good to see you as always. Yes, that is so that is how it is, but as long as you can be here, as long as you can, and we'll be right here. And also you can check us out on the replay. Oh, look who's here. Unicorn Rampant Studios. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Getting all the animals situated. Might be a few minutes behind, but I'm here. I have popcorn and a variety of snacks, snack cakes, pizza, etc. Oh, you got it all situated. I was reading that and I was like, "Oh no, I don't have any snacks." All I have is a can of soda, and I usually don't drink soda, but today I wanted something a little bubbly, so I won't. Well, I got one of these green cans. You can guess what that might have been, but because I don't want to get into any trouble with any companies or anything. Um, but yeah, I have some soda, and I usually, like I said, I don't usually drink soda, but um, there we go. I really wanted a ginger ale though. That's what I really wanted, a ginger ale. I wanted that crispy gingery flavor for some reason. Um, okay, Lance, I wanted to take this moment to thank you for your skills as a moderator. Anytime I'm about to do something, I find you've already done it. Yes, Lance, you're incredible. Just saying. Just saying. And let's see, who else is here? Oh, Outcast Creative is here. I saw this at the cinema. Damn, that makes me feel old. No, it doesn't. No, you're not old. It may have happened a long time ago, but those are memories we could always enjoy. So, nobody can ever take away your precious memories of enjoying this at the theater. That makes you an incredible human being. Not old at all. Um, and Monkey Jeebus is here. Hello. Let's see what else. Thrash Pondo Pons is here. Hello, Thrash. It's great to see you. I'm not sure how much time everybody has, but I'm not going to spend too much time here. Varangian Vigilante is here, and great to see you. Thank you for joining me today. It says hi to everybody. Let's see, oh, Stuart Mitchell is here. And let's see, um, Barry On is here. Hello, Barry On. No need to be nervous, RNG. You guys, thank you so much. Uh, and you guys are so sweet. Matthew is saying that I look radiant as always. Thank you so much. I'm actually in a really good mood, and I'm really just, you know, allergies are probably acting up like they they always do. But I'm really happy, and I absolutely love these live streams. But I get nervous before them. I don't know why. I think it's the whole idea of counting down, and also like, okay, you've got 10 minutes. Okay, you have 5 minutes. It's like, oh gosh. And we got Mark D with a C is here, and he is awesome. Guys, check out his channel. He is incredible, a very, very nice, sweet human being right there. Uh, and let's see. Does a lot of retro toys and collectibles on his channel. I enjoy his channel a lot, so do check it out. Government Cheese is here. Hello, RNG. Much love from Iowa. Okay. Well, much love from Fargo, North Dakota. That's where I am. I am at right now. Oh, yes. Yes, we're keeping it classy tonight. Um, oh, look. Lance is seeing Ant-Man tomorrow. Yay. Yeah, well, it's been getting mixed reviews. Some people love it and some people don't like it. So, and Barry On says, apology in advance if I seem to be ignoring anyone. I'm listening while working. No worries at all. You are welcome here. Listen in as much as you want. Everyone is welcome, especially you, Barry On. You're fantastic. Stephanie B is here. Hello. Oh man. Let's see. And Stephanie says, hi there. I love this movie. My fave. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, and Monkey Jeeva says Perseus is in God of War, voiced by. Oh, I didn't know that. Voiced by Harry Hamlin. I did not know that. Um, and Lance Chiva says I was 11 when this movie came out. Wow. Oh, me too. I was the very same age, very same age, or at least about to turn 11. Um, and Matthew says, I hated the remake. They disrespected Boobo. You do not diss Boobo. I hear you. I hear you. And Stephanie, oh yes, stop motion animation just looks more organic. It does to me too, and they're getting better at it where they are interweaving it with CGI to make the movements more smoothly. I love that when they're able to take something practical and make it even better by integrating those technologies that we've grown to use. I think that's when it's the best. You have to marry the two, because if you it that's the whole point of special effects. You use everything to create a beautiful vision, um, and I think choosing, you can, if you wanted to, just choose stop motion, and you really have a good stop motion artist who can move those characters very smoothly, that'll work. But the technology that they have now can really enhance the performance. um, and no offense to CGI, I just feel like it's not quite just there yet. We're getting there. We're getting really close, and but I don't think it's totally there. Uh, there's still, uncanny valley for a lot of stuff. But there's quite a bit of things that look really good. So they're getting there. They're getting there. Like I said, I rather the idea of marrying the two together. really ties things in beautifully. But yeah, there is something about the actual thing being in the room and using the light source from the room and using the textures, all those real tactile things. They really come off on the screen a lot stronger. Christopher Moonlight Productions. My daughter watched both Titan movies and told me afterwards that she preferred the first one. You're a little, oh, she's got great taste. Yes. One for the team retro, right? We need more kids I think the earlier you expose children um to some of the old sci-fi movies and creations, the more we're going to find that they are going to respect those older movie making techniques. They're going to respect them a lot more. And I think that's what's missing from cinema, is just like a complete and total, like, hey, that doesn't work anymore, so just destroy that, or just get rid of that entire art field. And I think that's very sad. Um, Adam Adam was here first. Yes, I thought so. Yes. Okay, good. I've got it right. And then Mark D with a C says, went to see this for my birthday way back in June 1981. Oh, what a nice present. Oh my goodness. Yes, that is so cool. You had cool parents. You had cool parents. Uh, let's see. Lance Chapin says, "Don't forget to hit that like button." Yes, don't forget to hit the like button. Helps me upgrade on or level up on YouTube. Uh, and Varangian Vigilante says, "This is it's one of those movies that I liked more when I was a kid than I do now, despite still loving the genre. But my heart truly lies with Italian sword and sandal movies." Okay, okay, yes, they had a special thing. Oh, you figured it out, didn't you? Shh, don't tell anyone. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in years. I don't drink soda, so that was like it was sort of like, okay, I'll just grab this right quick. Um and it's really weird because it was cheaper than juice. Can you believe that? And I really wanted to get juice, and it was like, okay, what do we? How much was it? Um, Oh, let's see what Adam says here. Harryhausen went out on top, and the film was a hit at the box office. I was happy for him. Yes, this was unfortunately Harry's last movie that he was able to work on, and even this was the first movie that he used assistants to help him during the process. He's done most of all of his, actually, all of his other work was done all by himself, and with only help from his mom and his father to create some of the costumes and armature. But he mostly did everything himself. And this particular film, he did have some assistants, and this was his last movie in the film industry, and it's sort of a great send off for his career. Wonderful, wonderful movie. Yeah, I mean, I can imagine how happy he was. Like, this was his last movie, and it was so beloved and so um, they received this movie received its day in the sun, because even Siskel and Ebert gave it two thumbs up, which is, that's incredible. Those guys are picky as can be, and to get them to also agree on, like, yes, this is a great movie. They adored it, because they know good filmmaking. Just saying. Matthew says, just a humble request. Could you do a Flash Gordon watch along sometime? Which one? I live for that. You mean the 1981 one or the 1936? Um, like movie group. I guess you know, because they've done like 2 or 3 movies of that one. I'm supposing you're meaning the 180, the 1980 ones. I'll do it all. I love the Flash Gordon, so maybe I could do like a whole month of just Flash Gordon. And the allergies are activated. Allergies activated. All right, so we got. Let's see if I can move down just a little bit. Sorry if I'm skipping over anybody's um, comments. Matthew says, "Don't ever be nervous, RNG. You're our movie bud, and we love you. Oh, let's chill and watch a movie. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet to me." Thrash says, "Retro Nerd Girl, a tradition when I was a kid. Um, Went to the movies on the last day of school. Saw this after seventh grade. Between the classical mythology and animation, it's one of my favorite flicks. Isn't it fantastic? I'm a fan of that kind of mythology, Greek mythology. I like any kind of mythology. It's all fantastic. Um, really good stuff. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna move down. Okay, so we're almost done. Uh, And we've got more praise from Lance, who says, let's see, where did they see? Uh, RNG, I love you for these streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you. And we got a confirmation from Matthew, the 1980 film, the one with the Queen soundtrack. Absolutely. Yeah, I think what I might do is do a flash month. I'll figure that out. Hello, Retro Nerd Girl. Years ago, I took in a cat, and that helped himself to my house behind my back, and um, and I had the door open. I named him Bubo. Oh, that is so sweet, Rick. Oh, and Lance says, "How about the 1966 movie?" Okay, we'll add that to the list. But I have a surprise for you. I put together a list of movies that I want to do. Okay, before we go into the movie, guys, if you're waiting for the movie, it's gonna happen. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to do this. Let me just All right. So I have had a hankering to see The Lost Boys. Because I haven't seen it in a long time. I really want to see it. So I want to see The Lost Boys soon. And then I want to do all 3 of the Sinbad movies, right? Um, and I hope you'll indulge me in watching those. And that is The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, 1958, The Golden Voyage of Sinbad, 1973, the and The Eye of the Tiger, Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger in 1977. And I hope that you'll indulge me in that because I love those movies so much. Oh wow, we've got Chris Gore in the house. You are classically trained in movies. Well, thank you. I love the old movies, and especially the um the old science fiction movies. They're just so much fun. They're so great. Okay. Let's see who else is here. And oh, Rick is also up for 1980 Flash Gordon watch party. So okay, we're gonna add that to the list for sure. And Matthew says old Buster Crab Flash Gordon serials would make take about 3 hours to get through all chapters. FYI. Yeah, I think somebody at least I bought a copy of like it was 3 movies. So maybe that's exactly what that is just all 3 of the movies that were separated. So I'll figure it all out before I create those uh those watch parties. Okay, and after he destroyed the Kraken, Perseus got to work as an attorney in Los Angeles law firm. Yes, on his TV show. Was it LA Law? I forgot the name of it. Uh, Matthew says, yes, Sinbad plus Ray Harryhausen equals brilliance. Absolutely. And Anthony Mendoza says, good afternoon, Retro. Good afternoon, Anthony. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Awesome. Welcome. And I hope you enjoy yourself this evening. Yes, it was LA Law. Yes. He was fantastic on that show, wasn't he? Okay, so now we're gonna get to the part where I'm gonna start the watch party. And so we are gonna create a banner so that way anyone who comes by will be able to see that we are watching a movie. Okay? All right. So the way it works is that I have my copy and then you have your copy and then we watch our copies together. And you just follow the timer to make sure that you're on the same um, at the same point and place on the on the in the watch, that we're both watching it together. Okay, and so I have a see know if you can hear me well. Um, okay. I just to let you guys know, I have an auxiliary computer over here where I can sometimes watch some things, or I'm able to see the chat, but while I am watching the show, I won't be able to really communicate very much. So, if you can, if any new people come on board and they're like, they're typing in the chat, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. And if you could just let them know that I can't communicate with them as a normal chat, because I will be watching the movie. But at the same time, I will if occasionally glance over here to see what's happening, and I may be able to catch something. Okay, and so far that's been working out. And so let me make sure I get my screen together. Um, Let me also put together a little light source so that way I won't be completely dark in here and you'll be able to see me. And before that, I want to set up the timer to make sure you guys can see it. Just see, that's a little bit too bright. Yay, that looks great. Okay. All right. Let me just get to see if some of you guys have said some new things. Um, Dr. Giggles also worked at the law firm. And I know who you're talking about. I forgot the name of that actor. Conan, Clash of the Titans, Sword and the Sorcerer, Sinbad for my faves in the genre. Anthony, you've got you've got a great taste. Same exact feelings about those films. Love Sword and the Sorcerer. Okay, and wouldn't it be embarrassing if the Kraken's first time, the first name was Filma? Filma? Filma Kraken? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm totally lost. All right. And Matthew, ready to fire, aren't you? Just give the word. Okay, yes. Okay, so add your commit. So you guys are ready. Okay, great. All right. Let me get I gotta make sure that I have my finger right on that button. So that way. And then let's see. All right, we're about to do this, guys. So I'm gonna count to 5 down to 1, and then right after 1, press the button, for, like, the alright. So, uh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey. Yes, I did it right this already setting the mood, okay? Oh my god. Yeah, she's totally innocent. Um, well, Zeus, made love to her, when as a rain of gold rain, while she was locked up in a tower. And she was locked up in a tower because her father was afraid of um, a a prophecy that his grandson would, kill him one day. So, yeah, he's trying to preserve himself. I love the backstory to all of this. It's just so wicked. Sorry about that, guys. StreamYard has been acting up for the last few, days for every channel I've I've encountered, so sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of what I said, went through, but this music is very the music for the intro was very uplifting and charming, and definitely something that, um, wasn't specifically for kids, but something that was, definitely for the whole family. Very, very beautiful music with a lot of optimism. Okay, I have to sorry, I have to keep looking at the auxiliary computer to see what's going on. That was a cute little effect. It's a great way to introduce everybody. Ursula Andress. And this is really interesting because the the Titans. Yeah. Now, a little tidbit, um, Sir Laurence Olivier, playing Zeus here, is extremely sick at this point. Um, Loves the girl. The way she said that. Is doomed. Yes. Oh my God. Maggie Smith is actually she was actually married to the writer of this story, who wrote the story in 1969. She was very instrumental in convincing Sir Laurence Olivier to appear in the film, and he wasn't there for very long. I think he was there for like maybe 2 weeks or some really short amount of time. Wow, that's how you kill people? This man that is playing Poseidon also played King Aetes from in Jason and the Argonauts, which that I love King Aetes. He did a fantastic job in that movie. Wow, 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 wow. Let's see what you guys are saying. Um,
Okay, Adam says Lawrence Rosenthal is the composer. If you're into physical media, his score is available on a 2 CD soundtrack from Entrada. He recorded the score with the London Symphony Orchestra. Thank you so much, Adam. That was great information. Great information. And Stewart says that this is the first film that he remembers Maggie Smith from. Yeah, she was fantastic. I mean, these are all miniatures that they flooded. I think the reason why you can tell that is that the water looks strange. They didn't get like water has a different kind of feel to it when it's a certain size. Now, in the real, this man didn't die this way in the real story. In the real story, he kind of made peace with himself and decided to see Perseus. Once all of this adventure went away, and uh, while at a tournament or yeah, I'm not sure if it was a tournament or a display. Perseus threw a disc into the air and it accidentally hit him, and he died. And it was the lesson was that you can't escape your fate. Uh oh. Aw. Denai was supposed to be so beautiful that like kings were going crazy to be with her. And there was one king in particular, I forgot his name. He wanted to marry her, and Perseus was like spent most of his time trying to keep this man from messing with his mother. Oh, okay. So here's Perseus. They said one thing I think behind the scenes thing was that they wanted quite a few different people. And initially, they were going to go with someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was up for the role, but um, the producer Charles Shear was really wanted to go against that kind of type, and kind of wanted to go with a thinner frame. Um, that instead of using his brute force, he'd be using more of his cunning and his skills to win battles and be triumphant. Oh, here we go. Mhm. I love what they did here. So cool. What a way to do that. Creative. I love how they set up this challenge for in the story. So they would do this kind of thing all the time. He just wakes up in another location altogether. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, this is her own undoing. Her she wanted to protect her son Calibos, but I mean, she's the one who's causes his demise by bringing him here, by bringing Perseus there. I thought Hamilton really did a great job portraying this, like, boyish appearance. He's just a kid. What a good idea. What a nice little compact sword. It's like it's not huge, but it's like, oh, so he knows the story. Yes. Yeah. The gods used to do all sorts of weird things to people. See, in this story, his mom is gone and died, but in the real story or the actual myth, she's definitely still alive. I mean, how many cats does he have? I didn't realize that he had so many cats. Oh no. Oh, no. He's in trouble. And they all have to do it because he is the most powerful god. She's great. And I thought it was really cool that they added that little thing where, all of the women gods are kind of conspiring against Zeus in a way. They're not really conspiring, but they are, um, you know, jealous of him or angry at him, and so they're uh, kind of have their own like little mean girls session. Wow, what a sword compared to that other one. Yeah, put that thing down. Grab this one. Right? It's got like jewels set in. Wow, cuts through stone. Burgess Meredith, what an actor. I mean, he doesn't have to put on an English accent, like British accent, to give like a Shakespearean, performance. He's just got it. He's just got this in his tonality. He just has this presence that sounds very official. you know. Well, and that's another thing I like. These two lead actors, and they're American actors, and they don't fake a British accent for the sake of it. Because in many ways, this is very Shakespearean. It's Zeus. Oh, guard your life. Yeah, the helmet of invisibility. That's the one I want. Let's see what you got, son. Oh, Mama Bear's here. Hi, Mama Bear. And let's see. Oh, and Danny's here. Hey, Danny. Yep. A divine gift should never be questioned. I mean, life advice in like every. Really, this movie is has tons of life advice uh, moments. I want a helmet like this. That's what a cool shape. I'm invisible. That's a great like. I think now I guess you could probably just get away with doing that and see with CGI. That sword is sick. The way it's glistening and it's got those gemstones in it. And those gemstones are huge. Yeah, I mean, there's so much you could do with the cloak of invisibility. Seriously. And there's a little, you can see a little bit of the keyframing there, and for 1981, that's expected. One thing I notice about a lot of films that people like to compare other films to, like they'll always compare like, oh, Star Wars and what's the other one? Blade Runner. But both of those movies have been updated with their special effects have been updated and touched up. So can I don't like that kind of comparison. Oh, compare this one to this one. You can't because there's been a lot more tinkering, if you will, with those other films. But yeah, I wonder if you touched up a little bit of the special effects here and there. Well, how would it look? I think I'm okay with not having that though. Which I love. This is like the super creative part. Would live in fear of him. and that was the last person who was the suitor. They actually just burned them at the stake. Isn't that disgusting? The guy in the back who looked like he was crying. His eyes were all red. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts, 'cause this part you just don't expect. You're like, "Okay, he's a creep. Why is he in her room, her bedroom?" She is so beautiful. When I first saw that, she got up and left her body, I was like, "What the heck?" I mean, who anybody else was your mind blown when she got up out of her own body? Oh, okay. Lance, you're okay. I will see you the next time, Lance. Have a good night. Thank you for being here and being so awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks again, Lance, for everything. Yeah, that's pretty freaky to see. It was a great idea. Oh, I can't say it's not creepy that he finds his destiny when she is sleeping. At least he doesn't, he just is his intentions are pure. This is so creative because none of this part is uh in the myth. So, oh, by the way, did I say that the name of the writer, his name was Beverly, which is a very interesting Beverly Cross, and he's the one who came up with the story for this, and excellent. He did a lot of other one. I let me see if I wrote down if he wrote some other ones. Um, no, but he wrote quite a few other incredible movies. I think including Jason and the Argonauts as well. So Pegasus. Now, Pegasus in the story really shouldn't happen until after Medusa dies because Pegasus actually comes from Medusa's blood, not the scorpions that's in this movie. So I like the change. Um, I'm sure actual mythology experts were like freaking out when they saw this movie. And we're like, that's not what's supposed to happen. But it worked really good. I thought it was well done. I mean, these stories were manipulated through time anyway. Um, and it's just kind of cool that I don't know. I just love this movie, and I love the way the story was put together. All of the pieces and parts actually work. Oh, he lost the helmet of invisibility. Go get that helmet. Just jump on the thing. Okay. Oh, he's trying to get him off of him. I would be so scared if I was on a flying horse. If I was on a horse in general, I'd be afraid of that too. I like how they filmed this. I think the only exception I would probably have made it a little bit more windy up there. Uh, Pegasus is tamed now. That was what you need to take. Now, see, I don't know anything about taming horses. I don't know if this is the exact way you do it. Aw, they're making friends. All right, here we go. She's getting out of her own body again. And she's in a trance. At first, I thought he was gonna get in the cage with her, but it's so tight in there. There really just is only room for one person. And there's Pegasus. It's such a good idea to think of that vulture carrying that tiny cage, you know? Let's see what you guys are saying. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, it's interesting how many things have just entered regular pop culture from when this movie came out. Fantasy RPGs were just being discovered by most of the folks love them today. Yes, they were. I think they were around for a while, but they were really starting to boom in the 80s. Ooh, 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 ooh. And Adam says that a battle star was named after Pegasus. Ooh, cool. Oh, who's saying hi? Oh, Tom Limery. Hi there. How you doing tonight? For joining us. I love the fact that they take the time to give you nice close-ups of that vulture. You know what I mean? It's is it necessary to show the vulture close-up? Who knows? But I mean, it's part of the fantasy, right? You gotta have that. You gotta have that. Calibus. I loved this character when I was a little kid. Just loved him. I wasn't afraid of him. I loved him. I was like, "Look, Calibus, I mean, give him a chance." Poor thing, he's giving her jewels. And she was in a trance. At one point, they were in love with each other. That was pretty good makeup. Mark and remember. What an actor. See, and this is where I asked, like, did he ever really love her? It's just is it that he just can't have what I think he loved her. It's just and I think too that he is so angry that he can't have her anymore, that he lost everything. But instead of using that to change, he sees the footprints. You are not alone. Yeah, you couldn't get me to walk in the water like that. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. Here we go. And he loses the invisibility, um, helmet. And why did Calibos come out there without a weapon? Actually, I can answer that. Probably because he was like, "I gotta hurry up and get this fool before he escapes." He's stronger than per ah! But so, why didn't he finish the job, like, is that cool? Is that cruel? Why didn't he finish the job? Uh, that's kinda cruel. Um, I always love this actress who plays Cassia Player. I love her so much. She's incredible. Let's see what you guys think. Oh, okay. Unicorn Rampant Studio says many of the characters are motivated by base jealousy and poor emotional filtration. I agree completely, especially the gods. It's a little jarring to see the animated Calabos and live action going back and forth. It is. But, for 1981, that's what they had. They didn't have, you know, computer graphics until 1993 really or realistic looking graphics. Um, so And you know Theseus is pissed right now, okay? She's like, "What? You cut off my son's hand, and you throw it in front of my statue?" I'm sure she's happy about that. She's like, "Yeah, no more of those crazy nightmares." Yep. He's like trying to pull out every single thing that he can. I love this trick so much. See, he's ready to have Andromeda pay. He doesn't care about her. Mhm. Yeah. The makeup is pretty good. Oh, she never loved him either. Yeah, that's a good question. This is the romance part. Aw, they're cute together. Oh, Tom Limery says, "I just wanted to say hi, wishing you a good night." Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, this is the part where this is the part where she gets into trouble. Perseus becomes my son. Love that part. Uh-oh. This is where you messed up, girl. Uh-oh. That was it. It's like, "Oh, heck no." And look at Perseus protecting Andromeda. What a true gentleman. Ah, I love you, Perseus. They did a great sculpt on this statue. Looks a lot like Maggie. Wonderful. Ooh, isn't that terrifying? She's great. Ah, love this story. Like, and then she gives us a little taste of what she can do. Beautiful. Yeah, y'all get out of there. I would have been out of there after the first the fir when the head first rolled off, I would have been out of there already. Oh, and the real story, the of Perseus, it wasn't the Kraken, but it was a monster. See, that's why I love about this, how this character means so much in the story. Yes, you noticed her too. Stuart Mitchell noticed Fiona Hughes, who went on to star in John Travolta's Staying Alive sequel to Saturday Night Fever. Yeah, she was one of the dancers uh, in this movie. A beautiful sword. Ah, I love their little love story. They're like, they're kind of like every time they get together, it's like they're mesmerized by each other. Oh no, Calibus is up to his old tricks. No, I don't like this part where they capture Pegasus. I don't like this part. One cool thing I liked about Calibus is that they gave him an earring. I That when I was little, I was like, "He's wearing an earring. Oh my god." Like, only pirates wore earrings. I loved it. Oh, this they're already those 2 are like, are they gonna make it? I like the fact that they made her like a little spicy young girl who was like, "Well, I'm gonna go with you anyway." Which was I thought it was cute. Um, and, let's see. Adam says, "Hell hath no fury like a goddess scorned." Not yeah, especially Theseus. Boo. She is like, "No, not my precious." She's like, "Never." Um, you guys know this guy, right? From, uh, the what, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom? Um, aw, he's so cute. Oh, Pat Roach, just thought of his name. Pat Roach. He was in a whole bunch of stuff, including Willow. He was in Willow and actually played a substantial character in front of the screen. But not for nothing, she's like a tough little girl, this princess, because she's just riding out there with them. Pull out your swords, dudes. No, he's a friend. It's Bobo. I always like when he says that, "Golden owl." Oh, no, Bobo. Aw. He's got a rock like he was gonna smash it if oh, that's right. He can hear what the owl says, but nobody can. I always wanted to see, Harry do more, movies, and unfortunately, we didn't get that, but there's still a lot of time. He looks great today, still fit and looks very oh, yep, somebody Stuart Mitchell and Adam, both mentioned Pat Roach. What a great actor. I think well, he's a great presence on screen, and I don't think we really got a chance to see him do any acting. But I hope. Let's see. Sybil, who's here? Sil Abdul is here. Hey, Sil. Thanks for watching the show and visiting me today. So cool to see you. Let's see. And Hungry Jerk is here. I noticed you before. Hi. Cool, cool, cool. I'm so glad everybody is here. Oh, okay. So let me tell you about the Stygian witches. They are actually sisters. To Medusa. Okay, Medusa's story is so insane. It's ridiculous. Medusa um was sort of like a priestess, and she was unfortunately raped by somebody, and the goddess who she was praying to got mad at her and turned her into a gorgon, and her she had two other sisters that took up for her, and they became gorgons as well, and people from all over the continent would come and would gather together to hunt them down, because the prize was, hey, we can get one of these gorgons, they would be regaled as um super awesome fighter or hunter. And also the Stygian witches are also related to Medusa. They are also her sisters. And that is why they don't want to tell Perseus where she is. I feel so bad for Medusa. She got a rotten deal. She really did. I do adore this piece where, you know, they've got to go see these witches, but on the trek there, they have to climb up this mountain, and it's not easy. They're, facing a lot of hardships getting up there. I mean, that looks dangerous. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to do that, but it's definitely like gives you the sense like this is really um this is really hard work. This is really something that they are they're doing that's like incredible that you can't just go and do it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, they're blind. They're all blind, and they're all sharing one eye. I love these ladies. Yeah, I was afraid they were gonna eat him. Oh, yeah, they steal the eye. Quickly. Yeah. Yeah. The underworld. Oh no. They're gonna be spending for a long time looking for that eye. Oh no. Yeah, those ladies were cannibals. They had skeletons all over all over that place. Priest to Aphrodite. That got to her. She was yeah. And I just figured this out. She keeps, like, wanting to go with him, but she has to go to that stone or the entire city is gonna be destroyed. Uh, so it was necessary for her to go back home even though she didn't want to. Yeah, she's worried about him, but he knows he has to go on without her because it's about to get really, really treacherous. I'm so glad that this character stayed because I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna die." But he stayed. Yeah, she doesn't think he's gonna make it. It sounds pretty crazy. You're gonna face up against a Gorgon. Yeah, and then defeat the Kraken too? I mean, that's a lot. Well, what do we got here? Oh, we've got Sin Havoc in the house. Thank you. He's trying to get those likes up for me. Thank you so much, Sin Havoc. Adam says, "Man stew for dinner." Ew, yeah. What's up with these men stew? We had that in Beastmaster, and I know like Conan had a man stew. Oh, Unicorn Rampant Studios gives us a little information. Let me see here. Um, says yes, Medusa deserves her own movie, including Medea. Medea story is sick. I wish I could make that movie. I really wish I could make that movie as a director. Let me see. Um, what else? And Unicorn Rampant Studios says Medusa was a priestess of Athena, and yeah, Poseidon had his way with her. Very sad events. Instead of taking it out on Poseidon, which he couldn't, she took it out on the human. They were doing that kind of stuff all the time, um, which is pretty sad because that's where you get all the drama for a lot of these classics. Is is you know some kind of revenge story that freaked me out when I was a kid. Turn around and it's a skeleton. And actually, this is taking the story, of course, of death, taking the ferryman, taking people to Hades. But um, what a nice touch on this. That's heck of like fog. That's some sort of crazy fog right there. This is Oh, Prince Evelove is here, and he says, Gorgon, the Hammer film, was about a type of Medusa. That's pretty cool. I have never seen that movie. I did see pictures of it the other day, like stills from the movie. I gotta see that movie. Also, like, I'm so curious about those other 2 Gorgon sisters. Like, what was you know, who all they did was stood up for their sister, and they became Gorgons as well. It's really horrible. That's pretty wild, right? Oh, no. That used to be a person. There's so many levels here, right, of fear. Like, before you even get to Medusa, you got these dogs, and you got the ferryman, and you have the rocks that you've gotta climb. This is supposed to be a three-headed dog, right? Unfortunately, it they only could do 2. I think it was just to cut down on time and money, mostly time. Oh, I mean, heck, like, see, if that was me, "Oh, you got keep the sword, I didn't really need it." It's the one thing we don't mess with is snakes. I'm like, uh I'm like Indy when it comes to snakes, like, why did it have to be snakes? That and spiders and zombies. The list is growing. Oh, no. Oh, no. Get over there quick. Dang. That was brutal, but I guess it had to be done. Uh-oh. Here we go. Now, see, this is where it's really she's had so many people come through to try to kill her. Look at all of these people who have tried to kill her just because she exists. It's horrible. I mean, I'm definitely not on the side of, well, I mean, it's Perseus. We gotta, but still, it's brutal. The life that this creature has endured. I love that they just show you the shadow of the rattling of her tail. The shadow is like it's shadows are powerful. Any movie that utilizes shadows, I mean, you've got me. You've got me. You've taken something that is in the ordinary world and you've used it to tell a story. Ugh. Any other stories that use shadows? One other story is Nosferatu, the 1922 one, and Bram Stoker's Dracula did it excellently, and ooh, Acid Water. Um, who else did it? There was another movie that did it really well. I can't think of the other one that has done that, but it's just incredible. I love shadow storytelling. The movements. I love her movements. Like, who's there? She sees you. Maybe. Yeah, there she goes. Oh, the other guy. She saw the other guy. Don't look, dude. They told you not to look. So that's two of his boys that are gone. Yep, I knew she saw him. Another thing I really liked about this version of Medusa is the terrifying look in her eyes. The one in the new version looks so pretty. And it's like, and then every once in a while they'll make her face look like a snake, and it's like, "Oh, okay." But this one is like her eyes are has so much expression on it. Look at that. So imagine this woman used to be a priest, and now she's turned into a huntress because she's been hunted, and so now she has to not only protect herself, right? She's got to become uh like these all of these people who've been coming to hunt her down. The hunted becomes the hunter. Oh yeah, she could not leave her shrine. Yeah, she couldn't leave it. She sees him. Oh boy. She's like, I got you. But it was a trick. This is how he gets her. Oh my god. I feel bad for her. I feel bad for Medusa. Like, this is not her fault. I wish the story was like she was a contemptuous person. She killed people. She was horrible. She was just a priestess. Justice for Medusa. No, I don't want to see this. But it's like one of the main parts of the movie. Like the look in her eye is like a real hunter. The tension in this moment is so good though, right? They slowly build it up. She's walking towards the area. They're zooming in on his face. He's sweating. He's, one wrong move and he could screw this up. Oh, what a blood curdling scream. Yeah. Well acted. Ew. I love the fear that he has as he's picking up the head too. He's not taking this for granted. He's not just grabbing it. He's like, "Okay, I can't look at her or I'm going to." Yeah. And he lost the shield. Ew, and it's dangling a little. Oh, ew. Oh, oh, It's Let's see. Uh, alright, let's see, I see some things. Uh, yes, Prince Evolove, there's a great look of evil in her eyes, and she's, possibly pain, suffering, and fright, and just do you see the emergency in her eyes? Like, she really is, like, looking and scared, and is, like, wanting to get to whoever it is that's trying to kill her. That was missing from the remake. Let's see. Mark D with a C says, this might be Harryhausen's all-time best scene. Oh, yeah. It was so good. It was so good. This is another part that's freaked me out with the scorpions from her blood. I'm like, what else could you do with that crazy blood? Um, yeah, that's pretty crazy, right? Let's see. Um, Rick Rick says her blood looks like a ketchup pour. Prince Everlove says stop motion animation so time consuming. It is. It takes a very long time. Animation in general is super long of a process. It takes years. But I think the thing about uh animation is that it is magic, right? It is magic. Even CG animation is it takes a great deal of time to do all those things and to make those models. Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says yes, very labor intensive. Prince Everlove says Ray was trained by Willis O'Brien, creator of King Kong in the 1930s. Yes, he was a big fan of Willis, and also I like this soldier. And unfortunately, this is hard because this particular oh no, Calabos is cheating. This soldier in particular, he's been by Perseus's side through the beginning of this thing. He manages to get one of them. I love it. He's like throws Perseus his sword. No, you can't. No, Calibus, no, you can't kill this guy. No, this is so wrong. It's not fair. Right, he has the magic sword that can cut through. Oh, no, he loses the sword. Oh gosh. No. He's got him by the neck. No, reach for the sword. Get it. It's right by you. Get that sword. Oh, he's so close. There he is. Get it. Get it. Ah, grab it. Phew. Aw. Now see how Calabos is I didn't wanna see Calabos die, though. Tallow is his name. He's gone. He's, like, the closest thing to a best friend for Perseus. Everybody's died. Yeah, you gotta make sure that's wrapped up nice and tight. Yeah, and the actual mythology, he uses that, he uses that Medusa head to defeat, like, a whole bunch of warriors, and, um, he does a lot more with that Medusa head than is in this movie, but I do love the composed story that they made for this movie, so, it's not too bad, not too bad. Bubo is there. There's only friend he's got left. What are you guys saying now? Uh, Mark D with a C says, "Could Indy have killed Medusa?" I think so. Yeah, maybe. Um, let's see. uh, straw straw dogs 78. Hi there, straw dogs 78. uh, it took Phil Tippett 30 uh to make Mad God. What does that mean? Um, okay. Um, oh yeah, this is where he frees Pegasus. See, I don't know why these guys didn't go help Calibos. I was really afraid for Bubo here. I was like, "Oh no, Bubo is gonna get squashed by that vulture." Aw, yay, Pegasus is free. Where were all these guys? They should have joined Perseus and trying to save the princess. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Um, yeah, well, Phil Tippett, I don't know if everybody knows who Phil Tippett is, but he is the guy at um, uh, ILM that did a lot of stop motion work for Star Wars and a lot of other production. It was just really amazing, and I did a lot of like special effects even after the CG era. Really a talented, uber talented individual. Worked on lots and lots of movies. Let's see. Oh, and Matthew says Bubo is the unsung hero of this story. He really is. He does a lot. He does a lot. Mark T with a C says uh, there was a really cool Bubo figure out a few years ago. Should have bought it. Yeah, I heard about that figure. And I think there is something you can buy on there was something on Amazon I remember seeing. This is where he just helps Perseus a little bit. Look at him. He does it all sly. Poseidon. Poseidon, you're the one who caused Medusa all that strife. You should be ashamed of yourself. I just love these tales because they just speak of how mortals felt um, so powerless in their day. They were basically just there to either amuse the gods or be a victim of the gods. Imagine being a mom and having to allow your daughter to be sacrificed. That is one heck of a thing. And there is nothing they could do about it. I just thought Cassiopeia was so beautiful. She is just a gorgeous woman. The Kraken. Oh man. Here he is, the Kraken. I always like the fact that you could see 3 hands, it's like that, and then the 3rd one just shows up. What nice pacing for, like, that, like, ultra threat level. Like, "Oh, another hand, huh?" Yeah, the Kraken is supposed to be a squid monster, um, but in homage of the squid monster, he has, like, squiggly he doesn't have any bones in his, arms. Oh, no. Oh, no, Boo. See, Boo tried, you know? He has got a lot of courage, Boo. I was really surprised they didn't use him at all in the remake. Scary. It's like, "Oh, lunch. Thanks for providing lunch for me." Ew, no. He's gonna grab her. There's Perseus. Come on, Perseus, you gotta hurry up. Oh, no. I like this that doesn't quite go like it's supposed to. Like, he's, like, still fussing with that bag. Like, oh my god. Oh, in this part let me see. Rick says, Poseidon looks at the Kraken like, "Damn." Yes. Ah, see. Okay, yeah, so that scene, the Kraken was supposed to rip, Pegasus to shreds, supposed to destroy that thing, and doesn't because look at Boobo doing the saving the day again. Boobo, you're awesome. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh god. Do it quick. He's gonna get you. I always wondered why they made him crack. Like, she's only supposed to turn them into stone. Does anybody have an explanation why he broke apart into pieces? Um, I always thought that was interesting. They can't believe it's happened. They are like, "What?" Pegasus. Yay. Finally, they they're finally they appreciate. They're like, "Yay!" For like an hour later, they're like, "What just happened?" Thrash says, the original script called for the Kraken being a big squid, but Harryhausen really wanted to, prop the wanted you to the prop of Emir from 20,000 miles to Earth. Oh, didn't know that. The Kraken has a belly button. Mark with his teeth says, "Why did the Kraken crack? Why did the Kraken crack?" Oh, no, Boo-Boo. Oh, he's okay. Uh, um, Pago Pagobo says, "In 6th grade class, my learning about the constellation. I had a great idea to bring in a movie about them. It was Clash of the Titans." Oh, cool. I love that. I love that. He's like, "I forbid any revenge against Perseus." So he's cool. I love that. So he can understand Bubo as well. Wow. Lee Andromeda. Why did they say she was vain? Oh, that is so cool. The stars will never fade, and the story will always live on, and they will burn till the end of time. How beautiful. What a beautiful last words. Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh my God, great story. I almost want to watch it again. Like that's how much I love this story. I want to watch it again. Can I watch it again, please? All right, let me see what's going on. My goodness, guys. Wow, do I love that story. Do I love the story. Okay. Oh, all this time this message was here. I didn't even see it. Okay. Let's go and see here. This one. Dash Panda Pond says the weight of the stone caused him to crumble. Okay, I'll buy that. Rick says, unstable shape with so much weight and the waves. The waves, too. The waves coming in and crashing up against his body moved him around. And it was like, while he was turning into stone. So it never settled. Got it. I got it. These are the scientific reasons why the poor Kraken cracked. I love that. Why did the Kraken crack? Matthew says, "Oh, boo boo." Oh, Boobo got a boo-boo. Oh, that's so cute. I really want one. I want a toy of Boobo. Unicorn Rampant Studio, $20 super chat. Thank you for the memory of Medusa. That's right. Ah, man, I mean, we lost another Gorgon. And that's just her storyline is insane. I just think it's incredible. So for that wonderful and generous super chat, I have a special thank you for you. So awesome. Thank you. And Thrash Pondo Pons, just correcting something um, that was said. And the autocorrect is autocorrect gets me all the time. Puff Comics is here. How you doing, Retro Nerd Girl? How just got home from celebrating my brother's birthday with friends. Please tell him I said happy birthday. Hope you had a great stream. Gonna catch the rewind. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And appreciate you catching the rewind. Every little bit helps, and I hope it's going to be entertaining. I hope you're going to get your copy out and watch along. Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "I see you're enjoying the auto arrow." Yeah, I mean it's auto arrow is so annoying. I hate it. Okay, the Trash Panda Ponds says, "Thanks so much, RNG. See you soon. Good night, everyone. Good night, Thrash. You are awesome as always." As always, Mark D with a C says great ending. Listen, I have dyslexia, so this is really why I keep messing that up. But one day I'll get it correct. We keep practicing until we get it correct. And Matthew says, "Yay, this was fun." That movie is so fantastic, and I just love all of the mythical story background that kind of they can't cover in all of the movie. So knowing a little bit of the myths yourself is really good. And what I do love is how they changed it and how they modified it, the different things that they added. Really awesome. Adam says Orion is the easiest constellation to recognize. Let's see. And Unicorn Rampant says it's best to avoid the attention of the gods. Yeah, I mean, it, they are, just more than a handful. They do like some of the stories. I'm like, my gosh, the suffering they put a lot of people through. Matthews is nothing like a good fantasy film to lift your spirits. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And Pagobo says, also I work with audiovisual. I have uh, these omnidirectional webcams for hybrid con- confidences. They're called owls. I labeled one of them Bubo. That is so cool. Oh, for conferences. Okay. Um, you, webcams for hybrid conferences. Awesome. Awesome. And Matthew says, so RNG, Flash Gordon 1980, next week, pretty please. I really wanted to do Lost Boys. uh, okay, we'll do Flash Gordon next week. Let me just make sure I have it. Let me double check. I'm gonna double check. Oh, Adam, your DVD wants you to watch the special features. Okay, yes, the special features for that is awesome. Okay, let me if you guys will indulge me, let me see if I have a good copy um of Flash Gordon available really quickly. I really wanted to do the Flash Gordon week. I really did. Like that would be super fun to do like Flash Gordon week. Um yeah, cuz Flash Gordon has Perils from Mongo, Deadly Rays from Mars. Um and I think Peril from Mongo is actually the same as Spaceship Until the Unknown. I'm not sure. And then there's Purple Death from Outer Space. I'm not sure which one. There's 4 movies that I see here, but I don't know which one. And yeah, it's possible. Let me just put it in my queue really quick. Um, Matthew, would it be all right if we did a Flash Gordon month? That would be because I think that would be really cool. And like during the spring, because I think that would be a lot of fun to do like, I could start off with Flash Gordon from 1980 and then do the earlier Flash Gordons. Um I hope you'll be okay with that. Please let me know you'll be okay with that. What do you got here? Adam says, now my DVD wants to. Okay, yes. And Matthew says, or whatever you want. It's cool. No, I do want to I want to make a happy medium between what everybody wants. Um, and Prince Everlove says this is a wonderful film, isn't it? It really is. Okay, well, yeah, I'll figure something out. Maybe if I could just figure out, um, uh, maybe I could just figure out something. I really wanted to do the Sinbad movies. I mean, those movies are just, they're incredible, and I wanted to do Lost Boys. There's so many movies I wanted to do, and I have to give a shout out to Alan Ning, who suggested I do 10,000 BC in honor of Raquel Welch, who unfortunately passed this week. Um, and RIP, she was fantastic, beautiful, gorgeous, incredible, um, and inspiration. Uh, Definitely pretty awesome. She was just awesome. All right. Um, and as she got older, she just looked. Let me cut this up so people. As she got older, she just kept looking more and more gorgeous. I was like, how is she doing this? She's like in her 70s and looking fantastic. Just incredible. Like so it was just it's kind of wild, but Rick says I'm in no matter when or how Flash for Flash Gordon. Okay. Um Matthew says Flash Gordon month sounds great. Check the formats on the Busta Crab ones. Those are 15 episodes formatted into a film. Okay, yes, and I have to figure out exactly which one is what because um I think what they did was there's some versions that have like certain numbers of episodes in them. So I've got to look into this and find out exactly how to do this properly. Um, and Matthew says Raquel Welch was great in Fantastic Journey. Yeah, another movie I'd like to review. We're gonna get all of these wonderful movies, hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. Any any other let's see. Matthew says one of the chapter plays is called Space Soldiers conquer the universe. I love these titles. Aren't they fantastic? Uh, okay, so um, any other parting words about this film? Um, I think I had some notes that I had, but love this film. Great. It is a staple in your fantasy genre film package. Just make sure this is the one that you watch. This is the one you introduce to kids and let them see this kind of um, filmmaking early, right? So they can get an appreciation of these kinds of movies. Because if a kid grows up on a diet of just like uh CG animated movies, they will have no concept of where we came um, from a storytelling uh, background of special effects. And one of the things that's really important about this movie is how it tells a story. That is the key element here. That is it. There are lots of fantastic things that are happening in the film, but they are able to weave these things into a story that that really works. I mean, it just does. Um, the acting, you have this kind of um, I wouldn't say it's like a low budget flavor. They didn't have a huge budget, but they put a lot of their budget into getting really, really good actors to play the gods. They they uh, they got these actors in which these you know people like Perseus could kind of stand his Harry Hamlin's character can could stand on the shoulders of these guys. His acting is great in this. Um, he looks great in it. They got the hair right, right? It's like it's not too long. It's like, a naturalistic kind of person who's been out there in the wild and his body's not too big. It's natural, it's strong. Uh they got, the magic and all of these fantastical uh, elements play together well to form the story and give us more than we really even asked for as it continues. And we have this really cute character, Bubo, who basically saves the day. Is he the Deus ex machina? Possibly, but that is exactly what he is. He is a gift from the gods. He is a gift from the gods to save the day. And I love seeing that as a literal thing. Incredible. Anybody has other things that you want to say about this movie? Um, Unicorn says it's much better than I remember it. Me too. It's like it entertains every time for me. Every time. Um, one really cool thing is that and Perseus is definitely, along his, lineage, he's the, um, I'm not sure exactly, but down his lineage, he eventually, is the great grand something of Heracles, somewhere down the tree of his lineage is Heracles, who is often referred to as Hercules. And so these stories, they're so good. I really wish, and not a TV version because I think we've got a lot of TV versions of stuff and they were good, but they got swept under the rug. But something cinematic would be really awesome to kind of like tell the story of all of these incredible, um, like these pantheon of characters that dealt with all of this mysticism. It just like I don't know, it fills me with so much mystery about life because there's usually a story or a message to be told in them, right? There's something that is being told about um being you know when you look at the story of Medusa, there is a lesson to be learned in the story of Medusa. And I think that is what is that lesson, right? Is sort of like what is the lesson? And for you could say the lesson is um be more of a person who is um dedicated to do anything that you can not to get in trouble with not to be in a romantic relationship with other people. This was a warning for women at the time to be pious and to guard themselves against men, um you know and even though this is a god, there was no mercy. You don't let that happened to you. And so many women at the time would have been getting that message like, okay, you don't want to end up like Medusa. So there was always something there to to learn. Um, and today we probably don't like get too much of a lesson on that, but it is fascinating, no doubt about it, quite fascinating to learn about these stories and not let them die in the midst of time. Like we need to yell and scream and teach the youngsters about these movies, how great they were, and also the stories that are being told and what they're in. So yes. Love the movie. I hope you guys love the movie too. And Matthew says for him, Harryhausen, enough said. And yes, I wanted to mention this. Uh, oh, Mark D with a C says Hamlet and Andros became an item during the filming, and they have a son that was born in 1980 after the filming. Yes, his name is Dimitri, and yeah, they fell in love, and she was an older woman, but just gorgeous. Okay, she is gorgeous. So they fell in love on the set. And Stuart asked, "Can we get one more like for Retro Nerd Girl? You are so sweet, Stuart. Thank you. I appreciate that." And Matthew says it would be nice to see a revival of the classic fantasy adventure movies. I'm on a Marvel fatigue these days. Yes, and you know what? To be very honest with you, these Marvel stories, these DC stories, these or superhero movies, they're like today's version of these type of movies of of Perseus and of Hercules and Odysseus. This is our it's sort of like a modern version. I wish they would treat them more like that, but it for now it's just like let's just treat them as action movies, you know? But I would love, 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 love if we had more mythology actually show up in the cinema because it is so awesome. Um, oh, and look, Maddie's daddy is here. Hello. Hi. How are you? Let's see. Stuart Mitchell says the mortals were often portrayed as being pieces in a game for the amusement of the gods, just like in Jason and the Argonauts. Yes, absolutely. They were toys. And if you noticed in this movie, we have all of these people that are made out of clay. And if you know the story of Wonder Woman, she was made out of clay. So people can be made out of clay. You make them out of clay, and then you can do whatever you want to them. You can put them in different situations. You can crush them in your hand if you want. That's how these they treated humans. They were for their fodder and their folly and their vengeance. They couldn't, cause they couldn't directly go after Zeus, so go after his children and go after, the women that he loved and all sorts of, wild things like that. And Unicorn Rampant City says any word on an email or a PO box. Yes, I did get an email. Unfortunately, during the week this week, it was we had like a little blizzard and it was super, super messed up. I was super, super messed up. That's why I didn't have a stream yesterday. So I didn't get the PO box yet. Also, Google hasn't given me, I didn't get anything from Google yet. So I'm still waiting for my check to come. Um, so that's on hold for now. But the email I do have, and that is in my um, about page on my channel. So my email is on my about page on my channel now. So if you have an email for me, do leave it there. Thank you so much for asking, Unicorn Rampant Studios. Let's see. And Maddie's daddy says, "I guess I missed it." No, you just go back to the beginning and replay it, and it'll be almost like we were there together watching the movie. I have a timer so you can match up where I'm watching the film perfectly. So you go on ahead and crack open your copy and watch it from the beginning. Um, and Maddie said, "You're gorgeous too, Rachel." No, stop. So sweet. Thank you so much, Maddie's daddy. That is really kind of you to say such sweet words. I do appreciate that. Uh, Matthew says, Thor, Love and Thunder was kind of similar to these films. Yeah, I think they were trying. It's like almost happened, right? There was talk about gods, but then it got funny, and it's like I think it should have if it really needed something to some glue, some kind of glue or something. It was missing the element that's so that's in this. That feeling of mythology coming to life. That beautiful storytelling aspect that was just a smidge missing. But I do appreciate a movie like that that gives us all of that beautiful splendor. I appreciate it all. I really do. Maddie's daddy says it's always good to see you. So, oh, he's saying hi to Stuart Mitchell. You guys know each other. Cool. I love it when there are friends in the chat. All right. Oh, Rick, thank you so much. A $1.99 super chat. Good times, Retro Nerd Girl. Night all. Thank you so much for being here. Before you go, I have a present for you, and I hope you like it.
Yes, okay, let me take off my my yes, I traded up instead of using the big headphones. I've got these little ones. Isn't that cute? Uh, so, yes, okay. So I really appreciate you, Rick. Thank you so much. This is, incredibly awesome. Yeah, absolutely. What? Did we make it to 50 likes? Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. And I have to have a moment here to appreciate those 50 likes. I've leveled up, guys. great. Yes. All right. Maddie Stay says if you haven't checked out Saturday Night Geekery in Mark D with a C's channel, it's always a lot of fun. Yes, Sunday nights. I've been able to catch some. I was even on his channel a few weeks back, so definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. Matthew says, one last thing, Orangey. Do you like Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Work, would that ever work for you as a watch along? Um, y- I I do like that movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's been a while since I've seen that movie, and I would like to do it. It's on the list. I'll put that on my list. It is, it might be a little bit of a while because because we got the Sinbad movies, we've got the we've got uh Flash Gordon month, and we're gonna add that too. But the next movie, just let everybody know, this is I'm trying to do like one for you, one for me. I've got to see Lost Boys. It's been a while. I want to see Lost Boys. You know, um, they're so good, and I just want to see it. Well, maybe should I save Lost Boys for Halloween month for October? That would be a good idea, right? To save it for October. Let me know. Let me know if that sounds like that would be a good um to save it for when it becomes, more of scary season, and I can watch something like that. Let me know if that's cool. Let's see. If Saturday nights with RNG events are a blast. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Oh, let me get rid of this banner. We don't need it anymore. Um, yes, we're closing things down. Let's see. A lot of people have already eh, let's see. Matthew said 53 likes now. Wow, you guys are just really, this is awesome. Thank you. And Rick says heavy metal watch along. Yes, that is in the works. Heavy metal is pretty awesome, and I want to see if I could do the sequel as well. It's pretty it's a pretty scandalous movie, but I do enjoy it. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. So yeah. So guys, I have gone down to the bottom. Let's see. Uh, ooh, I am not done yet. I have one more that did, okay, yeah. It's taken me just a second to get this message. Stuart says, please continue the Ray Harryhausen theme for now, Retro Nerd Girl. I really want to because I really want to, and these are classics, right? These, can we agree on this? Can we agree on this? These are the classics. These are the things that we like. I really want to get this out because I would love for people to start to show their kids and their, kids and their family these types of movies because this is, it helps as a developing mind to see this kind of creativity. Like, you don't need a fancy degree in computer graphics or filmmaking to make a small little um, show with a stop motion. It's very easy to get started on something like that, but also it's very hard because it takes a meticulous hand and dedication and trial and error to learn how to do that. So it's really, I think it's really important for kids today to learn about these kinds of things. I think it peaks out the imagination. They get a chance to think outside the box, and then they're like, okay, well, I've mastered that little thing. How do we get to see something else? How do I get to improve something else? I think it starts with, watching old movies like Metropolis, like I don't know. I'm a big fan of the old films and how it can inspire young people today. Uh, and we got a lot of support. Heck yeah, 100%. Yes, and this is from uh, Anton Starborn. Nice to see you in here. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Matthew says Earth versus the Flying Saucers was Harryhausen's deluxe. Yeah, we've got to review that. We've got to review it. And I may not review it right now, but I got to get a copy of it. But I'm also, it's also about like what I have available. Like right now, I'm trying to get my hands on a good copy of the night of the comet. Um, and I know it's on Tubi, but it may not. Tubi doesn't exactly work for this format. So yeah. Let's see. Maddie's daddy says you can't go wrong with Harryhausen. You can't. I mean, he's amazing. He's amazing. All right. And Anton says you're welcome. 100%. Thank you. All right. So we're closing out here. I believe I've gotten all of the all of the all of the super chats and all of the chats. Let's see, done. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Yep. So, oh, okay. So, as far as I can see here, I did miss a few things. Um, No, it looks like I'm good. I did catch everything. So what I'm going to do is close things out, guys. Thank you so much for coming. And Anton says, "What is your Cash App?" I don't have a Cash App. Maybe a little bit too advanced for me there, but I do have Patreon and I do have super chats and what else do I have? Yeah, those are the only two for now. And I think super chat's probably the best, but I don't have a Cash App. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your interest and everything. And Matthew says, thanks for a nice evening, RNG. Please have a nice week, ma'am. Thank you. All right, so I am going to play the customary outro video. And this outro video is basically an opportunity for you guys to say goodbye to me and your fellow chatters in the chat. It was such a pleasure spending time with you tonight. I had so much fun watching this movie. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and I just I could just go on and on talking about classic storytelling, the myths, and the the incredible stories that came long, long, long before I was born. They're just incredible, and I love when people actually take the time to try to tell those stories on the big screen. I appreciate it in just about any form. So, without further ado, I wish you would do, and I will see you in the next video.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.